That was an exhausting encounter.
Hey.
Damn! I'm sorry.
All right. You go. You put your lockpick in it, and you start to wiggle at it. It's really old, and it actually won't move. And with your lockpick still in it, you just kind of get angry at it. You kind of just smack it with your hand, and it just like breaks off. You take your pick out of the broken lock, put it back in your kit. All right, you pop it open. Not really a whole lot. There's some like old blankets in here. They're not in the greatest of condition. They look like they've not been used in some time.
More blankets for my hoard of blankets.
You see William sitting in the middle of the room, pulling out some of his supplies and doing a ritual in the middle of the floor. All right. What else you guys want to do? All the things. You want to check that door, Dark?
If there's luck, he's gonna blow the fuck up.
Oh, no.
We should probably find somewhere to rest a while.
We rest here. That crazy lady will come and kill us.
What map were we on?
I'll drop it. We're in the crypt. Actually, I'm going to get a beer really quick. I'll be right back.
Also, the longer we take, the less likely we'll find your child.
Also exhausted.
Yeah, she's been waiting like 3 days already. She can wait another hour, probably.
You sure? You did just interrupt the little thing. Then they might try and go ahead with the ritual ahead of time.
Have you ever tried rushing a ritual?
I don't know. Supposedly this crone woman is really powerful.
Typically leads into it not working or things going awry.
And if we are going to rest here, we should make sure that there's nothing else hiding anywhere.
All right, Gronkin. Check to see if the doors are locked. If they're not, find out what's inside.
What are we doing?
Apparently, Gronkum is going to open all the doors.
Which door first? The one to the north?
Yeah, let's start there.
You can open with your hand or your axe.
Does it have a door?
Roll an investigation check.
Wrong answer. Axe.
All right. You look. It has kind of more of like a latch door handle. You simply just lift it up.
Okay, I attempt that. Does it open?
You go to open it, and you notice something. You notice on the top of the latch, there's a little arcane symbol engraved on the top, barely visible.
I'll point it out to one of the more arcane knowledgeable members of the group. Anybody know what this means?
Hmm?
Looks like a trap to me.
Once, Mr. Max.
Okay. That's per long rest or short rest?
I believe it's per rest, but I'd have to double check.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. I just forgot and I'm just making sure my shit's right.
Not a problem at all.
It's currently set to
So
short
I didn't
rest.
give you one of those.
Damn!
Whew. All right.
Apparently
He
she's
points it out to you. You kind of even see it a little bit better. You look at it. It looks like some sort of arcane trap. Let me roll this really quick here. Huh. You gather if you probably open this door, this looks like it deactivates some sort of seal, which will activate a trap within the room.
it's some kind of magic trap.
You don't
Good.
gather the door is the trap. You gather the door is the barrier to the trap. You gather the trap is the room itself.
It's some kind of form of
What-
magic trap for the room.
What if we open the door without touching the hand?
What if we just don't open the door?
What if
It's trapped, right?
what if those
Gronkum kicks the door.
Make an athletics check.
I'm standing back.
I'm standing back as well. Is it the
There
door
he is.
here?
The doorway's right there, yeah. You're on top of a chest, though.
Is a 26 sufficient?
I think a 26 does it. You kick the door, it pops open. I need you. I need Wolfgart. I need Deft. I need Ari. I need William. I need Theris, Takoya, and that's about it to all make strength saving throws.
Strength?
What
Strength?
saving throw?
Yep.
Yay, my
Oh,
-1's gonna come in handy here.
Oh no!
Now, is this like come?
Sorry.
Oh my god!
No, I told you. I warned you.
well,
My bad.
Yeah, Aru is probably leaning on left right now.
I'm over here. Don't worry, I'm okay.
The only one who's okay.
The only one who's okay is Gronkum.
Wait, no.
Oh, really?
Max, who stood around the corner.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
My bad.
Well, actually, so I will let Takoya. So, Def, don't forget to roll for Takoya.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Takoya and Theris, you can roll at advantage because you are close enough to the Guardian to get a good grip.
So roll again with advantage.
Just roll once more for you. So it'll take either your last roll or this roll.
Oh, is it propelling us back?
Your last roll was better. It's not propelling you back, it's pulling you in. You watch.
Oh.
Grunkin, you kick the door and you just watch as you feel the air being sucked past you.
It's a black hole.
Your hair flows forward.
Can
Mhm.
I block the door so people don't go rushing past me?
Due to the nature of the enchantment, I'll let you try, but it's going to be at disadvantage for athletics.
Would
Because
definitely.
you're going to be fighting really close to this point, and you have a lot of people flying at you.
Oh, I thought that was a 20. I was about to say.
I am kind of big.
what are we rolling?
All right, so
Now, based on the nature of this particular trap and the fact that it's sucking us in,
the one thing you're not going to be able to do, due to the nature of you kind of using your action to try to jump into the door, Wolfguard is actually going to get pulled in unless you want to try to grab him first. But you can only use your reaction to one of the others.
Sacrifice the one to
False.
save the many.
question. Would Deft and I be able to get advantage on our saving throws on the premise of wings and drag? By that I mean expanding out our wings to make it harder.
It's more of a airflow is not so much of an issue on this one, we'll say.
It was worth a shot.
It's more
Thanks for
gravity.
trying.
But do try. So which one? You're gonna save the many?
Yeah.
All right. So Wolfgar, you get sucked in. Gronkin, you stand in the way. It pulls at you. William,
Any of y'all see that? See Alien Resurrection?
yes.
Mhm.
When the baby gets stuck to the window and starts getting its ass sucked out.
So he kind of
Wait,
just gets
Brian?
stuck on. William just gets stuck on you, Gronkin.
He's small. I can handle it.
So the two of you are trying to fly against this. Is that kind of the goal we're going for?
I imagine so.
All right. Go ahead and make one more athletics because it's basically pure strength. It's trying to go as fast as you can to pull away as Gronkum is temporarily kind of weakening this. Ferris, you get pulled in as well, so you go and be a buddy. Sequoia's okay.
Since this is gravity, could we justify acrobatics? Potentially, even if we ended up landing, braced on the wall.
Sure.
Just throw some style points in there.
Why not? Gronkum, as you get hit with the final... it's not too bad. You guys manage to just kind of pull off to the side and secure on the wall. What do you want to do, Gronkum? You can't shut the door. Make another athletics check.
Try to throw us to the side.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Gronkum flows. William and Ferris, you can make one more really quick.
Strength.
Strength save, yeah. Now you're getting the direct pull again.
I was ready. I went off the chat.
Ferris, you're able to jump off to the side. William. And the door's still pulling in. You get the feeling the longer this stays open, it's going to start pulling a lot more of you. What do you guys want to try to do?
Did the door get kicked inwards, was it?
Oh, yeah.
Can I see the door?
Hey,
you don't know what happened to you yet.
hey, Theris, do you have, a dispel magic or something?
I've got 1 second level spell slot.
Mm.
I do have it prepared, but all my slots have been used for third. I've got nothing useful. Unless silence would fix it. I mean, I can do that and we just won't hear everybody screaming.
Does Kern and Newen look like they're being affected by this at all?
They're secured to the wall kind of similar to you. But like I said, even they're going to have to start making saves if you don't find a way to disable it or seal it off.
Sequoia starts shoving the gatekeeper towards the door.
I was actually just thinking the
Make a
exact same
strength.
thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. What's that in front of me? Is that a big chest in front of me, or what is that on the ground?
It's a decent sized chest. It's way smaller than the doorway. Sequoia, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Is it at advantage because the gatekeeper's technically being bold? Not that she needs the advantage.
You want to know
No,
it?
she needs it.
Sure. Why not?
Get that nat 20. Do it.
Roll another.
Not
Okay.
try.
Almost.
Good
It
try.
was
There's the
almost.
2.
Might as well.
You
Okay,
won.
the two.
It's
Mission
Sequoia
accomplished.
pushes as the gatekeeper kind of topples over and slides and gets pulled into the door. After about a minute, you just watch the pull stop.
Phew.
Apparently running its course. The three of you are on the other side of the door.
I'm going to pull Theris around if I can to make sure there's no effects still.
Like, up.
Do we see anything on this side of the door?
It's just a dark room.
How do we get them out?
Now has the sucking has stopped?
Yeah, for now. Because the guardian is completely like in the door.
I don't suppose you have another pass scroll.
You know what? That would sure be convenient, huh?
You hear,
Yeah.
just as you say that, you hear William's like, I bet that door was magical. Alright, Wolfgart. You sit there and you kind of just get this nice warm feeling in the back of your mind as you kind of watch like the why is it slipping my mind at the moment? Like the buttons on your jacket and all the cufflinks begin to glow and emit light. Did your lights up?
Like it's brighter and brighter and brighter. Then you realize
You
you're on
able
fire.
to see anything in this? Yeah, watch it be fire. Can we?
It looks like a prison cell.
Looks like what?
A prison cell.
Oh, nice.
Want to take a look around since you're stuck here?
Yeah, might as well.
They see the gatekeeper stuck in the door, or
Yeah, more or less. It was meant to work better with a door.
it could slam closed?
Yeah, it was meant to suck people in who basically were looking where they shouldn't come looking, like you guys. It's like the room we don't use.
I feel like you're trying to say something, Nobel.
Wolfgart, you kind of look around the room. It looks pretty empty. You don't really see any trace of like. It looks like someone's bed in here, but you don't find any signs like human waste, old food trays, rats. It's just a very kind of empty room. You do notice by the bed there is some sort of weird black stain on the floor.
What does it look like?
Roll a nature check. It's some kind of oil. It's old. It's been there for a while. You can't really smell it super well, but yeah, you're pretty sure it's oil of some sort. All right, what do you guys want to do?
Do we see the door?
Well, you don't see the door, but you see the giant guy in the door.
Yeah, Takoi and I are gonna start trying to drag it out of the doorway.
I'll come around now that I see the effect is gone. I need help.
Ari's going to sit up against the wall.
All right. So we'll say with the joint strength, you guys spend the next couple minutes. Turn. Nope. All right. Pull. All right. Lift your side. All right. Now turn your side to the left. Okay. And you eventually get the remains of the gatekeeper. You kind of roll it like right outside the door, not on top of you.
How much would you say the gatekeeper weighs?
Gatekeeper weighs probably, in its current state, probably like 2,000 pounds. It takes a while. It's not an easy task. It's a group effort.
Well, I could push about half.
Yeah, I can too.
Yeah, it's the turning. It's like moving a really awkward couch in an apartment with no space.
So
Or
you're
moving
saying
one
it would
out
be
and
easier
you
if he
wonder.
was in peace?
Could have been. You could have crushed him, but yep, you had to pick him up.
It's always even worse when you're trying to move one out and you wonder, how did they even get it in here in the first place?
All right, so you guys got that one open. Anything else you want to do? You guys want to move on to the next one?
Is there anything else in this room?
Not in the room, no.
Yeah, just shout, hey, I found some oil. All of a sudden, we hear American choppers.
Suppose I could set that on fire.
I just imagine you just like pop your head and you're like, fire.
First door to the south.
All right.
I'm not in the room. I'm in a
You can
different room.
That's what we're doing today. We're just kicking doors
Oh,
open.
bunny.
Are we investigating or are we kicking?
Investigate first.
Roll an investigation.
Freaking daft.
You are safe. I'm safe with you now. It's the only way.
The door does not appear to be trapped, however, it is locked.
Okay. I'm gonna try and kick it open.
Okay.
Everybody get
Just
away.
gonna
Athletic checks.
keep
Cover!
opening doors, huh?
William's just popping his head out the door.
I'm running in around the corner inside that other room.
Boom!
Boys
You
here
pop
for
open the door. It opens up.
What about these chests out here in the hall?
They got that one open. That one currently that had some blankets in it. The other one has not been opened. Doors open. Gronkum, what do you want to do?
I'll take a peek inside.
All right, roll a perception check as you enter the room. All right, you see a dead body on the floor. It's been decaying for a while. You're a little confused. It seems almost deformed. You look at the head, which is longer and wider, and there's almost some sort of weird growth coming off the face of this man. And you look where you would expect to see 5 fingers on his hands. You see only 4 larger, bony fingers with claws.
And I don't recognize this configuration of skeleton at all.
You've actually not seen one of these before.
Does he have anything on him?
You look, he's in basic clothing. You gather from the room and what he's wearing that this man was a prisoner.
And nothing else interesting?
You look around the room, it's pretty empty, but you can certainly, let's see, you already got a perception. You can roll an investigation.
Nice.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You look around, and you kind of look through them like it's just disappointing that there's not a lot more. You're hoping to get some information. As you leave, you notice a plate on the wall by the door.
And a language I recognize?
It's in common.
And it says?
Mind Flayer.
Ah! I'll tell the rest of the group what I... and what the plaque said.
What?
And then head over to the next door.
You say Mind Flayer?
Yep.
Would I roll something to know what the hell that is?
Roll anyone who wants to. If you're proficient in history, roll a history check.
Holy shit, I am. Not used to having that.
Fucking look at you.
So the reason why the Geth are there.
Anyone else proficient?
Nope.
All right, Max, you're at Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer. You recalled reading and learning about Mind Flayers, although it was just a small bit, but basically it was their history with interplanar beings. I can't remember what they were called, and they had a conflict But essentially, what we know of them, these basically enslave other races and take them prisoner and put things under their control. You're not sure, this one's in a prison. You're not necessarily sure what that means, but you do kind of know enough basic information about a mind flayer. Beyond that, though, you don't really know much about them or what they do.
Gotcha.
And I was sure it was dead, right?
I mean, did you poke it with a stick?
What's the mind flayer?
In the southern room.
I shoot it.
You walk in the room. Roll an attack.
It's nat 1.
Roll damage. You just watch as the bolt just like pops and sticks into the head. It just kind of starts leaking out this weird like liquid that hadn't fully drained from this dead creature. It just the smell just kind of immediately spreads throughout the room.
Close the door.
Oh god! Oh god! All right, next door.
Nobo, did you see my PMs?
Let's see. The one that you're standing by?
Yeah.
I mean, you could pick it up.
Yep. Nope. Never mind. Ruins that plan.
Okay. All right. What are we doing next? You check the door. Door is locked. Looks safe enough.
You said the mind flayer was just skeletal?
No, it had some meat on it. It now has an arrow. It has a crossbow bolt in its head.
I would say, would I know of anything of like significance for magical rituals or anything to get off this thing? That might still be useful.
I mean, I don't think there's anything you have access to yet. Like speak with undead. Possibly?
I meant like for creation of stuff, like take its brains, things like that. Or if there would be anything even useful on it at this stage of decay.
You don't really know for sure how long it's been here. You don't recall any really immediate use of it. Just the only even basic thing you would remember about mind flayers is best to stay away from.
Right.
I mean, if you want to take a sample, I mean, who knows?
I've got medicine and arcana. Which would you prefer?
Roll a medicine check. Kind of like, might as well just take like a finger for just in case it comes in handy or you need a scry or something. You never know.
Okay.
Why not just take the whole hand? Then it really come in handy.
I can always lend someone a hand.
If you take both, we have 10 digits.
8. They only
Okay.
had 4 fingers.
My bad.
What are we doing to this one?
Oh, before I do anything, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to kick this door.
Actually, I need you to roll a perception check for me. As you're sitting there talking back to the party, you hear from the other side of the door.
Who's in?
Hello?
Who are you?
Oh, it's Dave.
Hey guys, we got a live warning.
Who are you? It's William's brother, Dave.
Okay, sec, gonna grab some coffee.
Okay. He's like, you look an awful lot like a door. Like, that's a neat trick.
I say we
Should
fireball him.
Oh yeah.
I open the door?
No, you would not, Max. You could. He's like,
Sure.
Asking the rest of the party. Anybody opposed to me opening the door?
Yes. Yes.
There's an innocent soul in there. You're gonna leave it in?
He's in there for a reason. I say we leave it alone.
Hey, why are you
Your
in there?
child person here is here for a reason. Should we leave her alone?
Boss made me sit over here to guard the hole.
What hole?
The big hole in the wall.
Where does the hole in the wall lead?
Oh, it goes outside. We had a problem with the prisoner a while back.
Oh, so you work here.
Yeah, it's me, Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Is there anybody else?
Just my friends outside there.
The door is locked, right?
He's like, oh, hold on 1 second. And you. And before you, if I can find it. Apparently I cannot find this anywhere on the tracker. Hello!
Oh, hello, Dave.
Oh, nice to meet you.
So you're the
Oh.
one in the group of friends, aren't you?
He looks up there, he's like, oh my, I must have been there longer than I thought. Looks like everyone's just falling to pieces out there.
Yeah, they've been here a while.
Oh,
I don't suppose you know where a blue-haired girl is.
blue-haired girl. I met a blue-haired man once. We used to keep him over there. And he points to the first cell that you guys went into. He's like, hey, he was always kind of a creepy one.
Isn't that
All that metal. Ugh.
isn't that the guy that from the beginning of my beginning was
I don't
that
know.
Warforged guy that's been causing lots of problems?
Maybe.
I'm
And I
far away,
figured
but
when
I'm
he said
listening
there
in.
was oil.
It's like, yeah, that guy, he was always difficult. He was Todd's prisoner. He points over to one of the broken golems on the ground.
Can I see past Dave? And is it a hole that actually goes up?
You look past Dave, and it is a hole that looks like it goes somewhere. It's like, yeah, that was my fault. This was my prisoner, and I wasn't paying attention. Captain said I had to watch the hole now because it was my fault.
So, you don't know anything of a blue-haired prisoner? A
Let's
female
see.
one?
He's like, it's been some time. I mean, if you really wanted to be sure, I'd check the manifest.
We're new here. Where would the manifest be?
A new transfer. Are you a paladin too?
Of course.
It's like you got your symbol with you.
I hold out my eagle. My eagle.
You can't
Sequoia holds up the symbol on the door that she broke.
Oh no, your symbol's broke. Hold on just a second. And you watch as he puts his hands together and he just kind of mends the symbol back there. It's like, there you go. It's a pleasure to meet a fellow paladin. He just kind of shakes Sequoia's hand.
Oh, thank you. I don't know how to do Sequoia's accent. I'm so sorry.
That was pretty good.
I'll get better.
He's like, yeah, what can I do for you? You, never seen you must be
Do you have another set of keys that we could borrow?
They're probably by the manifesto. Well, what can I do for you fine folks?
I didn't hear what he said, Nobel. Could you repeat that?
Oh, he just asked what you want them to do for you fine folks.
Well, we're looking for one of the newer prisoners, a blue-haired girl. You said she might be on the manifest?
Like, yeah, let me take a look. It's like, poor big guy. He is one of the nicest guys I ever met. And he walks down to the end of the hallway. See this room. As you walk by, I need anyone who is following to make a perception check.
You should know better, Nobel.
Hey! Ari, as you guys are walking past, you notice a pool of blood kind of dragged into that room.
So, what's that room used for?
He kind of stops, pauses. Oh, that's the interrogation room. It's like someone was in there, a couple days ago. It's hard to tell. I've been here a while.
Do you know who the last person in there was?
Oh no. I was on shift watching oh my god, I'm not watching the hole. I'm failing again.
Don't worry, we have someone watching the hole for you while you help us.
I'm so glad there's some more help around here. It's been so hard being on my own for so long. It takes a lot of time to watch a hole for all eternity. He's like, okay, hold on. And he watches, he goes over to this table. He's like, okay, let's see here. Yeah, nope. Let's see. Blue-haired girl. Blue-haired man. The undying one. Nope, that's a man. Let's see. We have a mind flayer.
Are children kept in a separate area?
No, I actually, my prisoner was a child.
Oh, now what about very important prisoners?
Oh, these are all very important prisoners. That's why they're kept here. Yeah, he got me in a lot of trouble. He was a feisty little one. Let's see. Let's see. What was that little kid's name? Ko. That was his name. And
Grockham stands behind Dave with his great axe hefted, waiting for Ari to give the signal to end.
Dave. All right, roll a history check really quick at the mention of Ko.
Let's mention of who?
Exactly. And then he looks over up, and that one up there, that's where they kept that old archmage. Mr. Sitesh.
What happened to him?
He walks you over to the door. He's like, well, he actually kind of got killed. The kid actually escaped too. I thought this guy was scary. You see the size of the hole the kid made. Yeah, tried to escape. Apparently can absorb fire and regain spell power, which and he points at the hole in the wall. Like, as you can see, didn't go so well. And he points over, and you see a dead body on the ground.
Does it look like this person's been dead for a while?
Oh, he's a full-on skeleton. Like, you can see his clothing, but he's a full-on skeleton.
I'll look over to Deft and kind of nudge my head slightly towards the room.
Because
I'm just peeking around the corner.
yeah, no, he was a feisty old man.
Did he grab another set of keys?
He has the ability to open the door.
If it helps find the person on the manifest, I think their name was Allie.
Well, there's someone in here. I don't know. Let me open. He's like, oh my. Ah, fresh one. He points inside. Drunken, Wolfgart, and Ari roll investigation checks. You see inside, strapped to the rack, what appears to be a freshly dead human man in armor.
Does he have my boot?
He does not have it.
Any weapons inside the?
Go on in and roll an investigation check.
I want to check
Yeah.
out the skeleton.
Yeah, anyone wants to go ahead and roll what room you want to pick. Yeah, everyone pick the room you're going to or the area you're going to and roll your investigation. And then we'll see what people find.
Now, this particular prisoner, let's say hypothetically they were needed for some important ritual. Would they be kept here or would they be kept somewhere else?
No, we don't do any rituals here. We're just a prison. We keep beings that normal prisons can't hold. Just like including Mr. Big Shot, and he points over towards the big door.
Now, I have heard rumors that there are a bunch of hags on this island.
Met them, did you? Like, they're not allowed to come in here.
So, you're not employed for them?
No, we're paladins. Like your buddy over there. He points over to Koya and waves.
She waves back.
So, who funds...
I used to be human. I volunteered to. He kind of like knocks on the shelf. Like I volunteered to fill out one of these to keep it safe.
Ah,
Like it's
So-
kind of hard with keeping things that tend to not die sometimes.
I take it a man named Soren was interested in your order?
He kind of don't know any Sorns. Can't say that I do. Really quick, Wolfgart.
Yes.
You guys kind of look and see this paladin that's strapped to this rack. As you guys look around the room, you guys do see there is a table kind of on the side. There appears to be a two-handed longsword, or a two-handed greatsword, and a one-handed longsword still sheathed on what appears to be, you're assuming, this gentleman's equipment. There also appears to be a dagger, also sheathed. Drunken is like, weapons! Wolfgart, you notice also as you're walking by, there's some sort of rolled up parchment underneath the rack.
I'm gonna pick up the parchment and read it.
Go ahead. You look at it, you're not actually sure what it is. If you had to wager, guess roll an Arcana check.
It's a nice piece of paper.
We'll just hold on to this until I can get someone to take a look at it. Probably a better bet. You guys also do find the 3 weapons sitting today.
I'm sorry. You said great sword, a dagger, and what was it?
There's a greatsword, a longsword, and a dagger.
While everybody's off searching, I'm gonna just sit down and start performing a ritual for detect magic. So I
I'm
can walk
gonna
around
pick
the
up
area.
the longsword.
All right, you go ahead and look at the longsword. It's
And
roll an investigation check. You kind of look at it. You're not really sure much about the craft. However, you do notice on the hilt, you notice the engraved paladin symbol.
do I happen to know what order it is?
It's the paladin order.
Oh, it's this paladin's order.
No. It's so the paladin order is just an order of like really strong people. They're not all actually paladin. This guy, however, since you are here, he does have paladin symbols on his armor. Takoya, after you walk out and you kind of walk towards this room, I need Takoya to make a history check with advantage.
All right.
Hey, you guys look all over that northern room. You don't find anything, though.
I'm gonna take the guy's skull.
Which guy? Oh, that
Definitely. I'm gonna take his skull.
guy? You're
For
like,
funsies, why not? Gotta
I'm
leave with
thinking
something.
You go ahead and you pull off the skull. So in your inventory, just put down Archmage Satesh. Here, I'll type it out. It's his skull. As you rip the head off, you hear tink, 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 tink. As something loosens from his grip.
Can I take a look?
You look down almost in terror to wonder what it is. You look down and you see this engraved red ruby.
I'll pick that right up.
You go ahead and pick it up.
You're making
Pretty.
me second guess myself, but yes.
It's nice and warm.
Warm. That's interesting.
In fact, it looks like the one on the right,
Ooh.
without the thing underneath it.
And it's warm, you say?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Got-
just take my
As
things and
you-
scurry back out.
Hold it and walk away, the gem gets cooler.
Strange.
Grockham will pick up the great sword.
Okay. You pick up the great sword. You look, it also has a symbol of the Paladin Order on the hilt. What are you guys doing with the dagger?
I'll pick up the dagger. Go
You
to the
pick up
door.
dagger.
I'm gonna yell, "Hey, Death, catch!" I'm gonna toss it towards her.
All right. You toss the dagger to Death. You catch it. Death goes, oh, a dagger. You go and you pull it out. This dagger's broken.
Thanks for the broken dagger, I guess?
No problem. We figured you would want it. We know you guys like daggers.
Yeah, I'll add it to my collection of like 7 other daggers.
Grockham
So,
mumbles under his breath. I got 7 daggers. Too.
You watch
Impressive.
William. He sits down with Ferris. He's like, you guys find anything interesting? You want me to take a look at it?
At this point, I come back down.
Grockham holds up this great sword.
Yeah, I'll hold out the longsword.
hey,
Dave.
Dave. So, besides the people that were down here and the big guy, who else is here manning the prison?
He just points to all of his friends. He's like, it's just really us. Most of these guys were just here before they built the addition for our guest of honor.
The big guy there? Was he the guest of honor?
No, the guy would keep, and he points past the big door. He's like, I don't get to go in there either.
I look over to the stone guy. I ask, who's in there?
I don't actually know. They put it in there before we got turned into what we are now.
What
You look
turned
on the
into
body
that?
wolf cart. There's not much anything left. You do know the body was kind of smashed. Takoya does recognize that body. Takoya killed it. That was the prior champion. Part of the
Ooh.
chamber.
So, is the guy or is the special guest on the manifest?
Oh, no. Unfortunately, apparently they keep that tight-lipped. We just don't let anyone go in there.
I'm
Oh,
gonna ask him, what turned you to stone?
Wizard. They
Hmm?
kind of took the soul out of our body and popped into one of these. So we could protect the place forever.
so do these bodies like reform themselves, or?
Oh, no. They're destroyed.
So, what happens to the soul once the body becomes gravel?
Oh, they're dead. They move on, I think. I don't really know.
Did you volunteer?
Yes, sir. Greatest honor of my life.
So, how would you like to do right by your order and help us rescue a child?
Well, sorry, I can't actually leave the building.
Well, you're the only one left here. That makes you the senior most paladin here. Doesn't that give you the authority to leave?
Unfortunately, no. Like, I literally can't walk out of the building or I'll die.
Oh,
There's
Yeah.
a way he could if he's willing to give himself up for a higher good.
no, Theris.
You gonna eat up theirs?
That would be his choice.
I go, what?
I just really should get back to my hole.
Thank you for all the help.
Like, okay, well, good luck. It's nice having good company. He just
Oh.
walks. Yeah.
Before you go, is there a resting quarters in here? Like a barracks or something?
Nope. Statues don't really sleep. You're welcome to stay in the cells. Like, you're better tenants than that little stupid kid and his frickin' purple fire magic.
Purple fire magic?
And he gets back to his hole.
Yeah. Well, the
It's
good
10
news
minutes
is...
past.
10 minutes has passed there, so you
I'm
go
just
ahead.
going to walk around the entire area looking for anything, maybe secret walls or any items, statues, anything that may glow.
Okay. So let's see. I think, Drunken, were you busting open the chest?
Yeah.
All right, so you bust open that. It's rusty. I know you could open it anyway. You look around, more blankets. However, you do find rolled up piece of parchment in there as well.
I'll hand it over to Ari.
All right, Theris, you begin looking around the room. What's left of any part of these functional golems, you get a little bit of magic off of. Obviously, our dear friend Dave. You look over, the new sword that Gronkum's carrying around is giving off a magical aura, as well as the new sword that Wolfgart is holding on to. Nothing off the dagger Deft is holding. But however, there looks like something else that Deft is holding that is magical.
I'm showing Ari the skull right now.
Oddly enough, the skull is not magical, but the gem is.
I know, but I'm showing her the skull.
Like, look, it's an
Where did you
archmage's
get
skull.
I could have had two, but the town took the other one away from me.
You know, this is the reason people don't trust us. Okay, maybe not the only one, but
I mean,
it doesn't help.
he didn't need it anymore.
One thing you do notice there, is aside from the papers that they found are also magical, you look, and as Dave walked back, you notice that a book on the barrel in the room Dave is guarding is giving off some sort of magical aura.
So I'll pick it up as I'm moving through the area.
Okay.
And as I finish the circuit of everything and return back to the group, after a cursory search of the area for magical emanations, it seems that that weapon there, and I point them out, as well as that gem deft, are have some sort of enchantment upon them, as do those papers from that chest in this book I found.
And the good news is, this place seems secure enough that we can
You'll
probably...
notice one other thing.
Oh, and
In the room with the Archmage, Mr. Skeleton, there's some sort of magical enchantment on the floor underneath that plant overgrowth. Seems like it's almost been obscured as it's been so long since this creature died.
is it something that's like buried, or just something laying on top of, or the plant rises over it?
It looks like if you use detect magic, you gather there's some sort of message or image hidden here.
Try to clear it off to where I can see it and make out what it is.
If you're reading this, then I have
You-
dead. Please do not remove my skull.
Look to see. It looks like there's some sort of activator for it. You're just not sure what the activator is.
And it was the weirdest thing. When I picked up the gem, it was warm. But now it's colder.
What?
Weird, right?
Let me see the gem. And is this, you got it from the same area?
Yeah, it was in his hand.
Can I see it
hold
for a
on.
moment?
How warm, Deft? Because, the two of us are,
Hot-blooded already.
I don't know, just warmer than a gem should be in a skeleton's hand.
Could I see it for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Holding it, does anything different happen, or I'll try to look through the gem to see if maybe it's a lens to read it, or if that doesn't work, set it down on top of the magical area.
You hold it, it's relatively cool, but the closer you bring it to that image, the warmer it does get. However, even though it's warm, nothing happens.
If I sit it on top of the image?
Set on top of the image, nothing happens.
And if I look down through the gem at the image?
You try to look through it,
Burns your
seemingly
face
nothing.
off.
It just gets warmer as you get close to it. But
I think
nothing
you need
happens.
to set it on fire.
Yeah, there's
Do you
something
think he needs
here.
the skull? I'm gonna put the skull on it.
Put the skull on it, nothing happens.
Now, how big is the gem? Is it like an eye shape? Like, would it fit in the eye socket, or is it larger?
No, it's pretty big. Like, you can hold it with one hand, but it's kind of like baseball size.
I still think you need to set it on fire.
The gem or this area?
Probably the gem. That's the thing getting warm.
And I hand it over to you and step out of the way.
I'll hit it with some fire.
All right.
Don't break it.
And I'll watch to see if I notice any flare in magical activity or trying to decipher what's going on.
How are you heating it?
I'll go with my tried and true, do a touch of combustion. See if that works.
So you go to ignite it. You hold the gem in your hand and the flame appears. You watch as the gem begins to glow. And as it does, you watch as the imagery begins to appear. what appears to be a map and a message. You read it, and apparently it has something to do with this archmage who found an item, apparently hidden it away, but it basically says, "The eye is seeing the way, follow the eye to the endless fire, drink in its boon, and watch the world burn away." And you look, the image that it shows is a mountain range. Go ahead and roll history checks for all of you. Do any of you have any like background specific with like survivalist or whatever?
Surviving on the
Definitely
streets
on
as
the
an
road for a
orphan.
while.
Anything as far as geography advantages? Give you something to work with, people. Oh, that's
I-
not bad. We'll go with the.
Don't think I can physically get higher with advantage.
You spent some decent time flying. These are mountain ranges to the north.
Like just north of the islands or on this island?
To the north on this, so in the northern part of the continent, basically the whole of Arcadia, it's in the northern kingdom.
Okay.
You look, as it says, the boon of the Fire Lord, and it shows this exquisite jug. As the image fades away, it kind of gives a faint glow, and then just goes dark.
So you memorized that map, right?
You guys
And-
write it down.
That's the
You're
1st time.
familiar with the range, we'll just say. So you can we'll note that down. But yeah, apparently something hidden away.
That's the first time burning something has worked in a while.
Hey,
As William begins to kind of identify things for you, let's see. And then Theris, you're reading your book, or were you going to save the book for later?
Yeah, I'll sit down. I was going to, if any identification needs to be done, I can help with that as well and look through the scrolls or whatever the paper was in the book to find out what it is.
So we'll take the time. Are you guys planning on taking? So basically, it's like 3:00 in the afternoon. Are you planning on taking a long rest within this prison? Short rest. What are you intending to do for the rest of the day?
oh, probably alone.
I have a single second level spell slot.
As a reminder, it is completely pitch black outside, as you guys seem to have upset the hag in charge, unleashing the screamers on you that apparently cannot enter this area. Although,
I'm
now
guessing-
seeing there's a hole, you really hope that it's not an enchantment around it where there's an opening, as opposed to maybe the area itself being enchanted and protected.
I get the feeling this is probably how it goes. Or we'll lean over to the room.
I like your
So,
optimism.
the good news, everyone, we can use this as kind of a base of operations while we're here. And, it should be safe to rest up. So, find a corner or a cot or something and get comfortable. Because I am tired.
I'll
All
go ahead and lay up against the wall next to the brazier and stay warm over there.
So as we begin to identify these, so, yeah. Who do you guys leave the gem with? Are you keeping the gem, or is Death keeping the gem?
I mean, it seems like a fire thing. I suppose you could, do better with.
Okay.
So, this is a 2-function item. It does have a power source inside of it as well. This is a fire elemental gem, but it is also a locator for the treasure that is mentioned in the wall, is what Theris and William learned. So basically, the closer you get to your intended target, it will begin to behave like it did with the message. In the event you find yourself needing to use it, you could break the gem and basically cast Conjure Elemental. 5th level conjuration. So you're gonna hold on to that one?
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, Daph.
No problem.
I know how difficult it can be for you to let go of a gem.
Environmental gem.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it's probably gonna do some dangerous things. So
All right.
might as well let.
These scrolls that you guys found, you find 2. You find a scroll of Speak with Dead and a scroll of Sending.
Is the parchment that I was handed one of those 2 scrolls, or?
The scroll of Sending was in the chest, basically right north of Wolfgart, the one that Gromcombe broke open. I think that's the one that he gave to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the scroll of Sending, and then the one Wolfgart had with whatever he did, I'm sure got identified, but that is the scroll of Speak with Dead.
Hey, William, you're a wizard. Can you write this in your book?
He looks at it like a little bit hard for me. Maybe eventually, but not right now. Yeah, at some point, probably. Just need a little bit of time.
Can the wizard write any spell in their book? They just can't prepare it unless they have the
They
spells.
can learn more spells than anyone because essentially they just have to find it and they can record it in their book, but they still have a limitation on what they compare, like everybody else does.
Oh, that's right.
I think they can still write
Well,
any
no, he
spell
can
in
have
their
every
actual
single spell
book.
in the game in his book as long as he has found it. He just can only prep X number.
Correct.
And the ones he has or he can prepare has to be of appropriate
So
level.
you can give him Sending, he just can't cast it. He's on a high enough level.
Yeah. But it means, it's in the book.
True. Although, just going to point out, you could use it to reach out to any number of your different people that you've met.
Like Ari.
Yeah,
damn it, not Ari's got it.
Soren?
No, what's the little dragon girl's name? Allie.
Allie.
That
So you could reach out to Allie. You could reach out to Soren. You could reach out to any of the. You could reach out to the king if you wanted to. You could reach out to Lorana. You could reach out to any number of different friends you have. The paladins that you've met. You had Randy and the rogue that you met earlier. Henry. You do have quite a number of friends.
Sending a 4th level? I thought it was a 3rd level.
Is it a 3rd level?
I'm fairly certain it's a 3rd level.
I thought it was 4th. If it's 3rd, he doesn't have the supplies with him to do it now, though, is the only downside. Actually, let me double check.
It is a 3rd level.
Is it?
3rd level evocation.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3rd level.
Sending is only 3rd level.
All right. Well, he could do it if we had the supplies. So currently,
Some magic ink?
We need some magic paper and ink.
And Speak with Dead.
Well, he's got the
level as
paper
well.
in his spell book. It's getting the magic ink.
Yeah, he's got to spend X number of gold per spell level, unless it's his skull, etc.
It's 50.
I'll peek into the room. Hey,
50.
Dave? I
Yeah.
don't suppose you guys happen to have any magic ink in stock?
We're not really known for our magic use, so to speak. It's kind of punch thing.
Okay, with my background in the clergy of Arcana and basically kind of specialization of rituals, is there any check I could make for what kind of items we have that I could possibly create an ink for him worth the same value out of materials available?
Oh, I'll take a look. The other items, because we still have a few more. So there's nothing with the dagger. The longsword. Let me get my parcel out. So death. Oh, I'm sorry. There was also something else on the paladin. Wolfgart, you inspected the body and I told you there's nothing. There was also a little bandolier attached to a strap over his armor with 3 beads in it. Good, decent sized beads. One is red, one is blue, and one is green. As you guys to look, the dagger, it's just some sort of broken paladin order dagger, so we're going to give that to Deft. Yay, Deft.
What were the colors of the beads again?
Red, green, and blue.
RGB.
You go ahead and look. The greatsword is a paladin greatsword. It's a +1 magical 2-handed sword. I'm assuming Gronk wants to keep that one.
Indeed.
Indeed, he did. Where did he go? There you go. The greatsword. Perfect. All right. Then the other long sword is a paladin long sword, so it is a +1 long sword. You want to keep that, or you give it to someone else?
Does anyone use longswords here?
You asking everyone?
Yeah.
I'll raise my hand.
You have one that's magical.
Nope.
I am gonna toss him this longsword.
He checks it over at you.
Taps me.
You look at it. You've read stories of the Paladin Order being very closely related to just being a paladin in general.
Mhm.
You used to pretend as a kid that you had one of these swords. This is the best day of your life.
Holy shit. My eyes go wide at this, and I'm like, are you serious?
I hold up my 2-hand crossbow. Does it look like I could use it really?
I say, do you know what this is?
A longsword.
It's not even so much that it's valuable. It's a nice magical sword, but it's like
But
the emotional attachment of what it represents.
yeah, but my character knows that, but they don't know that I know that. That what it means to me.
All right, so you have that. You can go ahead and equip it.
Okay.
Then,
Just
the
saying,
band-
remember that when you look at my cloak.
so within the bandolier, it looks like this gentleman is very prepared, and thankfully Decoy is still here. The beads are a bead of nourishment, a bead of force, and a bead of fireball.
As he eats the beat of nourishment.
No, that's the bead of fireball.
Ba-boom.
So, someone taking the bandolier? Or do you guys want to split up the beads?
I'll keep. Yeah, I just put red, green, and blue. So what does a bead do?
So, the first one, bead of fireball. Give you a hint what it does.
Somehow it casts fireball.
It goes
You can
boom.
throw it up to 60 feet away, and when it reaches the end of its trajectory, the bead detonates a 3rd level fireball spell. DC 15.
Yeah, I'm keeping that away from the crazy fire lady.
Bead of force. Bead of force is the more fun one. You
It's a
can use an action.
Pokeball, kind of.
It is. You can use it 36 feet away. The bead explodes on impact and is destroyed. Each creature within a 10-foot radius where the bead landed must succeed on DC 15 Dex save or take 5d4 force damage. Sphere of transparent force then encloses the area for 1 minute. Any creature that failed the save, it is completely within that area, is trapped inside the sphere. Creatures that succeed on the save or are partially within the area are pushed away from the center of the sphere until they are no longer inside of it. Only breathable air can pass through the sphere's wall. No attack or other effect can. An enclosed creature can use its action to push against the sphere's wall, moving the sphere up to half the creature's walking speed. The sphere can be picked up, and the magic causes it to weigh only 1 pound, regardless of the weight of the creature inside is. And then the bead of nourishment is basically full nourishment for a day's rations. It's not nearly as cool. But if you're hungry, I guess. Oh, and you guys do manage to find Mr. Fancy Pants' coin purse.
What about the
Containing,
book?
we'll get to that, containing 40 gold pieces and 20 platinum pieces.
Ooh.
Will
So
you guys,
you guys
you
want
want to split it or put it in the party sheet?
to put in the party sheet the money?
Alright, fair enough.
So I'll keep the beads and the bandolier on me.
Who is going to be carrying the party inventory? You don't have much in there right now. It's mostly just coin, but we do need to determine who has it.
Or just split it right now.
I think Welcome can carry the most.
Yeah, if you guys had a bag of holding, you could use the party inventory like that. You just don't have one like that. So you can either split it, you can keep it there. We just need to be like, it's fine. I'm not even worried about the weight. It's just more so in the event you got robbed or attacked, or someone gets drunk and isn't paying attention, I just want to know who has what.
Let's just go ahead and split it now. It's easy.
Yeah,
You
let's
can click
split
a
it.
button.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do have that. Let's see. It's the
It should be the down arrow, I think, on the party sheet, if I remember correctly.
ding!
Yep.
Everyone gets 11 gold pieces, 2 platinum pieces, and 5 silver pieces. I believe the
Cha-ching.
change is there. That's fine. Allie used to get the leftover for her allowance. Alright, so that, okay, and then you're keeping the beads. The book, Ferris. The magic on it is basically designed to keep the book from deteriorating.
Oh, how much
From
does
what?
the bandolier weigh?
In total, I mean, they're not huge beads. Like, it's in total like 2.5 pounds. You don't even have to take the bandolier. You can just take the beads.
It's an awesome bandolier. Who doesn't take the bandolier?
Or just say that you have the bandolier, and you can have the beads. I'll
I
give
just
you a
labeled.
free.
I labeled it as bandolier, fireball, force, and nutrient.
All right, I dropped the beads in your inventory as well.
Now, what did you say the book was? I didn't understand.
The book, the magical effect on it basically keeps it from deteriorating. So it is a journal. Looks like it's Dave's journal.
Read through it.
All right, you go ahead. Let me grab my book. I know I wrote some of these things down. Where did I write it down, though? That's the question. Oh, that's where I put it. I know where it is. As you kind of go through it, just go ahead. Roll an intelligence check for me. Okay. All right. It speaks of the kid that he watched in the cell. He started filling this out basically once he got in trouble and had to start watching this hole, and he didn't get to go hang out with everybody else. Apparently, it was some sort of child, some sort of fey creature. They weren't really sure exactly what it was, but some sort of basically lesser demigod. Or the offspring of a lesser demigod, not even a lesser demigod in full. There's apparently issues that there were human guards here as well at some point. There's notation of a few of the prisoners killing the human guards. More or less, that's about all you pick up But yeah, essentially, this kid, when he finally did escape, when the Archmage was being killed in the northern area, apparently this child somehow destroyed this southern wall and was able to escape.
I'm back. I use research.
Noted about, he's not 100% sure, but if the dates are correct in his journal, it's probably within the last 20 to 30 years. Other than that, it does just have notes about kind of some of the other prisoners. Talks about the creepy old man Archmage.
Yeah, interesting
Basically.
parts I'll read out loud so everybody can hear.
Absolutely. Not really anything. There's talks of the undying creature. Apparently killed a couple of guards several times. They actually disassembled the blades that were built into him and had disabled them in the torture chamber somewhere. Apparently he may have got them or got new ones built because he did have some the last time we saw him. Other than that, it mentioned Mind Flare, but it seems they were concerned, or at least Dave was concerned, that the little child from the Feywild was somehow communicating with the Mind Flayer and somehow managed to find a way to escape. The one thing you do notice is you're kind of looking at the names, which apparently Ari couldn't remember. You look and you're like, huh. Oh. And then you look and you see Archmage Satesh. Those are two of the high priests of the cult. Two of which, actually, one I don't think you fought. You fought Ko. Ko is the one who was flying around that you fought in the courtyard. Satesh, I think, maybe flew up there. Satesh is the one that like killed off of all of your guards that you had turned against the rest of the guards in one turn.
Right.
But strange though, Satesh is dead and old. Satesh you met is far younger.
Could have been aged.
That's why Ari didn't remember who they were. She spent most of the trying to deal with that archer.
Yep. Those guys are fun too.
Have we checked that door to the north?
The main door?
All the way to the north?
You know it's magical.
Big scary prisoner kept in there.
Well, it's like, huh. Well, it's that way or back through the dead people.
Maybe let's, rest.
Already on it, and you watch him as he begins to summon William's tiny hotel, or glorious hotel, whatever I named it. And makes a slightly larger Lehman's hut. Now even accommodated for and extra kids. So you guys kind of all gather around. You guys kind of occasionally walk around looking for more stuff, but you gather you pretty much found what you were looking for. And then you want William to try. You were trying to see if you can get a way to try and transcribe it into his book for sending.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything that could be used
I have paint.
For what?
for magical ink?
I've
It's technically you
got,
need paper and ink. They assume you put the paper into the book. But if we can find some sort of argument of what we could use instead of magical ink.
well, I have
Cast-
a Mind Flayer finger. I have a sprig of purple plant still.
Can I cast magic weapon on the paint?
We're just gonna take all the extra random body parts and
What
things
is
we have and put
question?
them.
I got some giant crocodile teeth and
What?
giant crocodile.
Oh, what kind of ink is it? The same ink that we use to write a scroll?
Magical ink. essentially. You need special paper and ink in order to transcribe it into your spellbook.
Well,
Normally
the spellbook would be made up of said paper. You just couldn't
Not
use like a regular
according
book.
to them, like normally you would actually put the paper into it, like you would actually
Well,
secure the paper in.
That's what makes it a spellbook. Is the fact that it has the paper required for spells.
Just going off the description, but either way, you still have to come up with something to supplement magical ink. William has.
What about my blood?
Pocket port. Oh, I forgot he has the pipe of calm emotions too. I forgot he had that.
What about since I use my blood for my magical rites?
It wouldn't last long enough, unfortunately.
Can we use Nuin sap as ink?
A mixture of all
It's
this
magical.
stuff.
So let's see. We have New and Sap, maybe not alone. We got New and Sap. We had a Mind Flayer finger. I don't necessarily think the Mind Flayer finger is going to help in this one.
Well, pieces from it, dry out the skin or something. Just something that it's got using as properties.
I'm just looking.
Maybe grind off some of the
Oh!
statue.
You
into
do
the powder.
have something that would work if used. It's just a matter if the man holding it wants to let you guys use it.
Oil?
So if you took New and Sap and perhaps took and ground up some of the teeth of suggestion being
That's
held by the
exactly what I was
paladin.
thinking. Yeah, I'd go for it. I mean,
But those are children teeth. Are you really gonna use evil items,
well,
Mr.
they were
Paladin?
gonna be destroyed anyways.
Alright, so you kind of look at Newen. Newen kind of understands the importance of the spell and agrees and kind of.
Should we
That's
double
up to
it?
Newen.
Because I think the only other option is my blood ghost.
We could double that. We could also have him transcribe the scroll of Speak with Dad.
I don't think you can learn speak. Maybe you can. Let me double check.
Isn't that now part of the wizard's thing? Because of
Let's
necromancy?
see.
Because I thought that was one of the big things I enjoyed when I saw the arcane thing, the new notes.
He's not a necromancer.
Do you have to be a necromancer for it?
Bard, clerk. Domain.
It's part of the Unearthed Arcana.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's happening.
I like that Grumpkid. We'll go with that from now on.
Yeah, so as you speak with Newen, because Newen technically is tired, I can make Newen. He looks over, he goes, I am Newen. I am Newen. And he slices it open. So we take that. Are you going to grind up the teeth? Who's going to concoct this ink?
Probably Theris.
Alright, go
Would
ahead and
probably have experience doing so.
Let's see if there's anything else we could do.
I was making like scrolls and stuff and doing rituals for the church.
That's true. You did some potion work too.
Arcana?
Yeah. Go ahead, roll an Arcana check with advantage.
And while they do that, Ari's going to use Deft as a pillow and go to sleep.
Whew. I love that advantage. You rolled a 4 and a 19. So you spend some time, but you do manage to make the the ink, and you have it prepared. So William begins to kind of I gotta look at it. I saw it. He begins to kind of grind the ink together, and begins to transcribe the scroll into his book. The other one, you probably only get enough for one. Would you rather do sending? I know where I can find it. Exactly.
You say you can only do one of the scrolls?
I don't think you can make much more.
Both of them are 3rd level.
Double checking. 1, 2, there.
The answer of the two, definitely sending.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So he'll do sending. So he spends the time. So go ahead and delete the children's teeth. Newen has more sap, so he's fine. And we'll add sending to William. He's like, I'll never have to go down to the front desk again. All right.
I'm still holding on to the 4 extra teeth I stole, by the way.
Fair enough. Let me just hit this really quick.
By the way, Nobel, how are the kids looking?
One quick. I mean, they look better than they looked when you found them. No one's trying to skin them and turn them into items or eat them.
Does Newen have
I
any
mean-
first level slots open?
Currently Newen has a lot of slots open. He's got all
You
his
make
first
some
level.
good berries for the kids at least.
He just kind of like entertains them and grows good berries on. Like, oh, Allie loves the good berries.
I still offer them my rations.
Okay. Yeah, they kind of munch. They haven't had really good food in a while.
Mhm.
So you guys memorize that. Do you want to save the Speak with Dead scroll for later, or do you want to use the Speak with Dead scroll?
I say save it if need be. When we rest, I can pray and get that if there's something pertinent we need to speak with Dead about.
Very nice. Okay. Did you get my message there?
No, hang on.
Yeah, no, they like devour all the food you guys get.
Mhm. I marked off 3 days rations, so yeah.
Say they got good berries, you don't have to worry about it. That's like a full day's nourishment.
Nourishment, yes, but a full belly, no. That's the thing with good berries.
Good enough.
Still, I'll give them some of my rations.
You guys kind of just hear Dave in the other room still humming to himself.
You could
Kinda
ask
comes
Dave
in
about
and out
all
of his stuff.
those. Does Dave know anything about all those creatures that have been on the island?
He kind of looks over you. He's like, well, no, not really. I don't remember there being any creatures. They kind of made us and brought us here. I've never really been outside. Occasionally we see people, but not very much. I heard people in here the other day, but I was guarding I was guarding the hole.
Was he just fine that we read his diary?
He didn't seem to notice.
Has he told us
Great.
why he's guarding the hole?
He says he's guarding the hole because he got into trouble because that prisoner was his responsibility, and he escaped under his watch. And since there's a hole there and they have no way to repair it, it is his job to guard it forever.
So if it was collapsed, would you have to guard it?
I guess not. No. Like, I don't know why I thought of that, but yeah, it's kind of a big hole. Oh,
have
it
a
can
way to
pack a
seal that?
wallop. Oh no, dude.
Can we just shove the Guardian's body in there?
You can certainly try.
I don't think it'll fit through the door.
Anyone have any earth magic shenanigans?
I'm looking through my list.
What if we need a quick way out?
That is true. The only other way out is back out through your dear friends, the Screamers. Who, as far as you know, are still just sitting there at the barrier of whatever is protecting this area.
How wide is the hole?
It's pretty big. It's probably like 10 feet wide, probably like 8 feet tall.
Hmm.
Like, yeah. That kid is just so angry.
Are there any screamers right outside the wall?
You-
In the hole?
It goes into a tunnel that continues on. It doesn't go immediately outside. You'd have to continue down the path to see.
Okay, well, after some praying, a couple of things I can do. Let me see. I've only got one 4th level slot, so I would need. I've got a couple things I could do. Stone shape, but that only affects a 5 foot dimension. So it would take me a couple of days to do that. But I also thinking about things, talking to my god. I could also cast locate creature. Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 foot of you. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind, as long as you have seen such a creature up close within 30 foot at least once. The creature you described or named is in a different form, such as being under a polymorph spell. The spell doesn't locate the creature. And the spell cannot locate a creature if running water at least 10 foot wide blocks the path between us. But it's at least a start.
Possibly.
Hey, here's a thought. If we just block the door, it's basically the same as blocking the hole.
I just seal the room off.
Is this discussion happening before or after the rest?
Up to you guys.
Figure before
Why
we're
not
all talking.
during?
Yeah, probably before.
You gather this is a fairly safe location, at least for now.
Rest doesn't necessarily mean we have to sleep, right?
You need
For a
to
long
basically.
rest.
Depends on
For
who
a
you
long-
are. For spells, yes, you need some sleep.
But not a full 8 hours of sleep?
Our elves definitely don't.
Depends on the
Technically,
race.
I think you have to be asleep for at least 6 and light activity, like watch for 2, is how it works.
So, like, we could be sitting here talking while we're resting before we all fall asleep?
Yeah.
If no one's taking watch, it's a matter of if you start doing watch shifts, then those people don't get enough. So normally you sleep for 6 hours and watch for 2 hours, and like there's 3 shifts.
Ari's already passed.
Yeah, what does the sentinel think about if we seal like where the door is? Because that would also seal off any entrance. It's just that room would be non-usable.
Well, people are supposed to come through that way. I mean, they got to get through the champion and
which is
I
no
see.
longer here.
Oh, I don't know.
We could put the guardian statue in front of this door and nothing could get through it.
He kind of looks around. He's like, maybe, I guess, but if you broke the seal, I guess there's really no point. He kind of looks sad for a statue.
All things will work out in the end.
Dave could keep watch for us while we stay inside William's hotel.
Oh, yeah, I could keep watch. I don't mind at all.
So if Dave stands in the doorway between the cell with the hole and the main room here while we sleep in the hotel, then we shouldn't have anything to worry about, right?
Shouldn't.
Fun, Brian.
Certainly do that.
Depends on GM shenanigans.
What were you doing with the dead Oni? human corpse.
The charred bones.
The charred bones of your dear deformed friend you found in the swamp.
Well, let's put him in one of the cells, like the one with the get the mind flayer.
Okay, you put him into the mind flayer so he has some company.
And just put the gatekeeper in front of that door to block it off.
All right. All right. So you guys begin your long rest within the dome. Dave keeps one.
Yeah, how am I supposed to?
Well rested and equipped in the magical weapons, you feel a little bit better. And Death, for the first night since you've been here, you do not have a single bad dream in this location.
Well, that's good. That's a start.
Like if something falls across the room, like a rat knocks something, you're like, ah! All right. So, fresh day. You're not really sure.
Oh, I answered your question.
Yeah, it's fine. And so you guys go ahead. Nice and fresh. What do you guys
It's
want
much
to do?
better.
William's kind of looking as he's getting ready. It's like, should I call someone? He's like, I could kind of do that now.
Yeah, you should call Soren.
Who? He's never
Soren?
met Soren. Oh, he did meet Soren. Never mind, he did. The only time he met Soren is when Soren rescued him from the mirror. He's like, He's like, let's see, I can do this.
Yeah,
Up to 3 times.
if you
Yeah,
can, ask him to come to us.
Where exactly are we?
On
I have a
an
map, right?
island about look at the distance from
He's like, so we're on this
down there.
island.
Did y'all want me to get that locate creature? Because I've only got 1 4th level spell I can cast.
As to the creature, I don't know. And as to where are we? We're in the one of 2 places he put a stone statue of himself with 4 arms.
Could be more. We don't know.
Do you really think he made more?
Probably.
Why would he do such a thing?
I guess he just really likes big statues of himself. You know,
I mean,
if you could do that, wouldn't
He's a
you?
narcissist.
Well, I mean, it's different if, like, someone builds a statue of you.
So we're on this island, and he points to the island. He's like, but do we know where on the island that we are?
Yeah, we're in the Paladin prison.
Does he know where that is? I don't even know where that is.
Statue of himself here, I'd hope so.
Oh, that does look like him. Yeah. I gotta meet a statue guy. Like, okay, alright, I think I remember. How well? Like, you guys don't have any of his things, do you?
I mean, Allie has one of his mirrors, but we don't
Yeah.
have that.
He's like, okay.
Ferris might have one of his staves, though that could also belong to the hag.
He's
I've
like,
only got the
yeah.
1 staff.
We'll get to that one later. He's like, okay, I got a couple of words. What should I ask?
It's important. Can you come meet us?
Alright, you watch him. Soren, stop. We're in danger. Stop.
Send
Can
help.
you meet us? Stop. Send help right away.
Don't not send help right away. Give him a location.
Where in the... He reaches the maximum capacity for this.
Oh, spell number 2.
Quit saying stop. It's taking up words.
Oh, I thought you're supposed to say that after each word. Or each sentence. I'm so confused. Okay, I'll do... Should I do it again? He hears a message back. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. 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 He says he doesn't know who I am, and he asked me how I got his information.
Where'd you get this number?
Tell him that we're the people he hired to help with
He
the
never hired William, though. He just knows he's around.
That doesn't change your statement. Tell him we're the people he hired to help investigate with the cult. Allie's in danger, and we need his help to find her and rescue her. And then give him the location of where we are.
Okay, so he basically relays that Allie has been taken. You're in this general location. You get a message back. Oh, but which one of you is Kale?
Kale is gone.
Uh-huh. Where is he? He's in a lot of trouble.
Kale? Yeah, we
And
know.
he's like, oh, hold on, he's calling back.
He's in jail, probably, or dead. I don't actually know.
If not both.
If not both.
He says
Yeah, with all the bodies they leave in jail these days.
he currently can't transport himself here today, but he can come tomorrow and to go to the Paladin prison. Says whatever you do, don't get spotted by the hags. Huh, so all we have to do is not get spotted by the hags and we'll be just fine.
Oh, it is far too late for that.
Alright, so he used 2 of his 3rd level spell slots.
Well, do we wait here till tomorrow?
He's like, well, while we're here, he looks to the door to the north. I mean, we are here.
Now, I'm normally all for daring adventure, but are we sure we want to go through there?
Don't you want to see the garden?
Yes.
Remember, that's where Allie is, supposedly?
Isn't that where all the little kids they said were? Or the little kid souls? Don't you want to see what they're doing? I agree, let's go. he
We've
follows
come this
behind
far. I
Grantham.
don't think we should stop now.
Oh, this is a first.
You know, just might as well see it through.
I'm gonna bring the 2 children over to Dave and say, "Can you watch them?"
You look at Dave, and Dave is just sitting out looking at the tunnel.
Overnight, I'm gonna bring Ben back too.
Okay. You run over to Dave. Dave! Dave is apparently inanimate.
He went outside the thing, really.
No, he's just sitting in the chair. He's just not moving.
He's in a chair. He's right here.
He's just kind of sitting, staring out wherever I put him. Yeah, he's just kind of like sitting on the ground, looking out that way. No longer
I'm gonna
moving.
wave my hand in front of him.
The statue.
I'm gonna drag him back in the fucking room.
Roll dexterity. Roll an athletics check. See if you can do it. Pick him up and make sure dexterity check to make sure you can transport him delicately.
Okay. Dexterity
is good.
check, you said?
Uh-huh.
This might not go so well. Nope. 10.
Dave falls down and shatters into 4 pieces.
With a 19, can I get advantage of the dexterity check?
Apparently, his enchantment wore off, and he's super brittle now.
What are
Seemingly serving his purpose.
What are you doing?
You
Dave's
look
dead.
in.
He
Dave
murdered
is shattered.
Dave.
Kill Dave, man.
Can I ask why you bashed his head in?
I didn't bash his head in. I was trying to bring him back into the room. He walked outside the freaking prison.
Sorry, Dave. Kinda not allowed such.
Why were you trying to bring him back in the room?
Maybe he'd come back. I don't really know.
You
Like
know,
Frosty.
he probably dispelled because the barrier's down, right?
I felt bad for him. I'll walk out.
You guys have a moment of silence for Dave.
Yep.
Oh,
Rest in
we
pieces.
make a grave for him.
Oh God.
No,
So you
we
guys
don't.
begin having a little service and make it a grave. Grogcom!
I will give a silent prayer for him, though.
It's
Yeah,
a
sure.
I'll
Big
perform
door.
last rites or whatever.
some sort of intricate
Yeah.
mural on the ground. Some sort of weird thing, a bunch of symbols on it. You don't really get what it means.
Think of it this way, he was already dead, just in a new body.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of look at it. It looks like it might possibly move. But you kind of like push at it. It doesn't seem to move.
Hey Theris, does this
Sure.
stuff mean
You push on it. Doesn't move. You pull on the handles. You're not sure if this is locked. Or you're not sure if this even opens. You kind of look. You get the feeling something else opens this door.
Is there any kind of make an Arcana check or anything to see what these runes are? Or?
Sure. You go and check it out. Roll investigation or Arcana. You go ahead and you look around. It looks like probably some sort of pattern. You guys look and there's an opening in the middle. And it looks like there's a bunch of movable pins kind of inside. As you push your finger down, they kind of move apart and kind of each one goes different distances.
so? Is what? This thing the lock?
What kind of info do I get or know about it, if anything?
It could be some sort of arcane lock. It does look like something is designed to be inserted into it. However, your guess of what that is kind of unknown. It looks like it can fit a bunch of things in there, but it probably only opens up for the correct thing.
Do I think it could be opened with thieves' tools?
Probably not. It looks like there's some sort of device that you basically insert into this to open it up.
Does it look like the holy symbol for the Paladin Order?
I mean, the whole building belongs to the Paladin Order, but it doesn't specifically show anything regarding the symbol on this. I mean, there's a crest on the door, but that's about it.
What does the thing look like?
It just looks like it kind of does on the thing. So those circles look like they could rotate, however, they're not moving. And they each have little runes on them to kind of line up.
The center thing where you insert something. What does the mold, I guess, look like?
It looks like it's kind of a longer slit. Looks like you could put like a longer object, a weapon. I'm not sure.
I'll take out the long sword and stick it in there.
Theris, roll a history check with advantage. You put the longsword in.
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead and you stick it down in.
How far does it go down?
The sword, it probably goes down basically the entirety of the blade up until the hilt. You put it in, but nothing happens. Try to turn.
Mhm.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I'll look over to Gronkum. Maybe the
Oh.
greatsword?
Gronkum follows suit.
Theris, you try to think about it, but it's just super fuzzy. Grompham, you're trying the greatsword. You put it in, try to twist. No give.
What about the broken dagger?
Sure, I'd drop a piece of the broken dagger down there.
You have like the hilt and a little broken piece of the blade attached to it. You insert it. You turn it.
Yeah.
You turn it and you watch as the runes on the floor begin to shift and line up. And then you watch as it glows. As the runes light up on the floor, you watch as the outside of the door begins to glow purple. And then the door just explodes inward. And it's just like
Take a
this
step.
purple portal.
Good job.
Why did that work? I'm
Yeah.
not going to question it.
Clearly,
It
it's
wasn't a
because
dagger, it
of
was a
your-
key.
You get the feeling the paladin was probably carrying it because it's how you open the door. Koya just didn't know that. You get the feeling where you found him on the torturer's rack, they may have tried to get some of that information out of him, but he was already dead. You gather someone else may have tried to get some information out of him already. So it's probably a good thing you didn't use the scroll.
It was 3 p.m. before we rested, right?
But then no, by the time you finish exploring and all that, it probably was closer to about 6 o'clock by the time you guys wrap up.
Okay. So, likely we've got a full day to wait before the wizard shows up.
Pretty much.
So this is just a purple portal.
It's like a purple misty portal that kind of walks inward.
Does
like-
it kind of look like a portal to the Nether on Minecraft?
Not that scary, no.
Oh, we lost someone.
Can I
But a
glean
little
any
bit.
Jeff,
information
come
on
back.
What was that there?
trying to any kind of information what I may feel or glean from this with Arcana?
You gather from what you've studied, this is a standard portal that leads to a different area. You gather this probably leads into what Lily referred to as the garden, who is the human who is hanging out with all the hags.
Did say we
Welcome.
should check.
Gronkum looks over his shoulder at the rest of the party, shrugs, and
Yeah, we're already this far. Get one in.
You see William run by in his 1-year-old form. Woohoo!
I'm like, we're gonna die, but okay.
Such
Alright.
lack of confidence.
Guys, all
Wait,
Wait,
Let's
before
be
we
paladin.
go, we should probably bring the kids.
Nguyen kind of looks. He's like, "Should I
don't know
stay
about
with them?"
that.
You're like, "No, you're coming with us. They
This
don't
is-
need a druid."
A prison cell holding a big bad? Come on, kids.
maybe
Yes.
Nguyen and Kern can stay here
Do you really? Do
with the kid.
you want to leave Nguyen and Kern, or do you want to leave Nguyen or Kern?
You'd only need one.
Do you
I'd
want
say Kern.
You're like,
Okay, hey, we left someone else to watch
Or
that-
we
a
could.
simpleton earlier, and he came back and attacked us. You
Yeah,
really?
we should probably bring them with us. It's dangerous, but it's also dangerous here. So
You guys.
I mean, I'm already through the portal, so I don't care.
Says William.
come on up, you guys. We're going through a portal.
All right. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
I'll take them in with me last because if
Alright.
shit's going down, then they don't need to be in the middle of it.
All right. So as you all enter the portal, everyone roll a perception check.
You should know better, Nobel.
It's half the fun. Ooh, we got some good rolls.
Wow.
All right. So collectively, you guys walk out of the portal and you look up and you see hundreds of the little spirits just spinning in a circle around this large pond. It's kind of like the air around this pond is almost moving, almost like a small contained storm. And the spirits just continue to circle around. At the center of this large pond is an island, a little tiny island with a cave. It looks like. In the water surrounding the island, you see dozens of these stones with glowing green runes on the top of them surrounding this. They all just glow with a green glow, pulsing. The water is completely clear and completely still. And it kind of looks like. Let's get to that. It is a larger map, so just resize it. It's not that crazy though.
Nah, Attack does computer just shit the bed. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything yet.
Still loading for me.
I could always, oh, it's not showing up yet. I have to demask it.
That would possibly explain it.
Now you can see. So you're to the southern end. Let me hit control, right? It's
Control and left click to drag and
shift.
shift. Oh, it's shift?
No, shift is the hand.
The free? Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while.
I totally just shift that, but whatever. Oh my god! Come on. There it goes. Okay.
Speaking of shit in the bed. My Instagram just froze because I was clicking.
You'll be okay, don't.
Yeah.
I just being.
Hey, so there's
Alright.
what is this?
I'm not sure, or do I have an idea?
You can roll Arcana, Intelligence. This is not your everyday sight.
Also, is the portal still behind us?
There's still a portal behind you, yes.
Okay. So it's not a one-way trip.
Woo!
Oh, sorry. It might friggin'
You rolled-
started locking up. I guess rolled for me before I locked up.
So you rolled a natural 20, and then in Tower you also rolled a natural 20. So I'm gonna say
Wow.
Yeah, I think
it
it's
was meant to be.
reasonable.
So you look at it, and you get a bonus on this too. So you look out, you kind of watch. You get a strong feeling you need to detect magic and see what's going on here. You gather from everything you guys have learned regarding the children, the souls, this prison, You gather this is kind of the main apparatus. And if you had to guess, this is probably where the sacrifices are done.
I'll explain as much as we need to take a moment and prep. I need to cast a ritual to study this magic a little bit closer. While we do so, William, can you bring one of your little hotels up for the children to stay in while we handle things here? Keep them safer.
Doesn't he have to stay inside?
Yeah, he
No.
does.
He doesn't
Just-
have to.
Yeah, he has to stay
He
inside.
has to stay inside.
Does it say
Oh,
that?
okay.
I thought
It's
it
not
did.
concentration, but he has to stay within the dome.
Oh, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
So there's land to the south of this. I just didn't draw it.
Fair enough.
Unless you allow him to modify that as well.
I don't think.
As he conjures the dome, we'll all be within the area. So this way we can come and go as we please, but
All right.
prevent
So
passage of less
Yes.
than desirables.
And then
kind of look around.
I'll do detect magic as a ritual.
As you detect magic pops up, you watch, and it looks like the energy from all these stones is flowing in to what looks to be that large cave/hole in the center of the ground. You do see runes around it also glowing. You gather this is probably the containment. As you look across the way, you see a figure sitting on the shore. Very
It
familiar
does.
figure.
It looks like Allie.
Nope.
No? Oh.
Looks like Lily.
And she's just sitting there playing a little.
Look like a child?
Nope. She's
It looked like
probably
the illusion.
mid-20s.
I assume it looks like the illusion woman.
It does look like the illusion.
Now, with my nat 20 roll and the detect magic going, would I think that destroying these stones, would that be beneficial or a detriment?
You're not 100% sure. You gather you'd feel a lot more confident if you got a better look at what's going on. You're not sure what is supposedly kept here. If you were to break it, you're not sure if that would release anything here, or it would probably weaken the magic if you could find a way to destroy it.
Okay.
But the question is, you're not 100% sure what's going on, or
I'm going
who's
to
in-
take another 10 minutes,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Water Walking on all of us, up to 10 creatures. Lasts for an hour.
About how far away is Lily?
So those are 5-foot squares. So that would be 90 feet.
Okay, so she's in range of bow, huh?
Seemingly so. She's sitting on the shore right now.
I assume it's clear she's noticed us.
You're not 100% sure.
Conklin pulls out his longbow.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot with disadvantage because of the storm. You kind of like.
I look around at before I fire. I
Uh-huh.
look around at the rest of the party, giving them an opportunity to stop me if they want.
Well, if she's in league with the hags, yeah, she's probably, if not directly part of their coven, a servant of it.
Ain't
And
nobody
she did
stopping
try to
me.
make Sequoia kill you.
Yeah, I'll pull out my.
Oh, the
You watch as it goes wide. As you fire, she kind of looks and then disperses. Now she knows you're here.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Divine Sense.
What's the range on Divine Sense?
I'm gonna
That
walk
is
away
60
from divine
feet.
sense.
She's 90 feet away. But as
Yeah,
far
you
as
never
Divine
know if she
Sense,
came closer or not. So
each one of those stones
Mhm.
Just giving off a very good presence.
I'd say each one of those stones is
They feel happy and warm.
whatever they are, they're good, I guess.
You kind of feel like you can't really. It's just because of how overwhelming it is in the general area. Outside of this, in both directions, it just feels much darker. But around these stones, this area feels decently. I wouldn't say safe. I would say good.
So, no breaking the stones. Got it.
Yeah.
You guys kind of put two and two together. You kind of start counting some stones. You gather. You get about 75 stones. You get the feeling these are each recharged. So these are probably the souls of prior children. You do water walk. Who's leading across the water?
Well, Ariel fly.
So you fly up. After you flying.
No, I'm gonna walk.
Just remember, there's the storm too. Keep that in mind.
Gronkum will take the lead, pulling out his new great
Okay.
I'll
and
follow
putting
behind
away
him.
the bow.
As you get to the edge of the water, Grunkum, I need you to roll a perception check.
You got me to roll 2 since I was right behind him.
Sure.
Damn, with
Alright.
these 20s.
I see everything.
And then when it comes to combat, we'll get the ones.
You sit there, and right as you're
Okay.
about to step on the water, you look, and at the bottom of the water, there's a bunch of floating bodies. They kind of all just look up and reach out to you guys.
Gronkum swing.
Like the swamp in the Lord of the Rings.
They're under the water. As you kind of lean in to look, as your foot touches the top of the water, your bottom of your shoe begins to melt.
Are you sure
I'll
you don't want
jump
to fly, Deft?
This is not water.
Not anymore.
What is it?
You would gather it's some sort of. You're not necessarily sure if it's acid, but it is certainly acidic.
This spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava as if it were harmless solid ground.
Ooh.
Ooh, so it's harmless solid. So, I would say, yeah, because the heat from that would still bother you, but the acid is still. Yeah, if it's harmless solid ground, I'll let you go across. But you do note that it is acidic.
So
So-
we get stuck on the middle island and Terrace goes down. Oh shit.
If you guys start to walk across, it's concentration,
It's,
right?
no,
Or no,
it is not concentration.
It's
But it only lasts an
duration.
hour.
Oh yeah, that's more than enough time. So you guys, you kind of start to begin to walk across now with the alert, but you also see the bodies. So they're way down there. They can't necessarily reach you. There's probably like a good 15 to 20 feet below.
Are they bodies of children?
Make an intelligence check.
Are they moving towards the surface?
They're not moving any closer. They're just reaching up. Yeah, you gather a bunch of them.
Murder.
Seems like children, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting more pissed off.
And you all hear a voice in your head. You really shouldn't be here. Nothing good could come from being here. You should head home now.
Nothing good for you, that's for sure.
But we could just free the thing and get our revenge.
And you hear a voice shouting from up in the air above you as you see Lily sitting on her broom. This is your last warning. Return now.
You say a bunch of the little souls are floating around?
Up in there, yeah.
I'm gonna try to start sucking them down.
They're currently out of your range. Like they're several hundred feet up.
Okay.
You got to be.
Yeah, I reach up.
decent.
I'm trying to see if he can do it.
Percentile roll. Let's see if it can.
Gets 100.
He's
What
gonna
now?
suck in all of them. Oh.
How far away is
Fucking
Lily?
Ghostbusters.
Lily is probably about somewhere between 250 to 300 feet up.
Definitely high.
How far? 250
250 to 300.
Oh.
You're a sharpshooter. You shouldn't care.
Yeah, but unfortunately, hand crossbows
crossbow.
only go out to 120.
You concerned that the souls might help her?
You try Ferris, but just out of range.
Or
Not bad though. You shoot. Kind of just gets lost up in the storm.
are you concerned that the souls might try and help her? Or
I'm concerned that she'll consume these souls for her evil deeds, and there will be no chance to help them at all.
I have an idea.
So they'll be done dirt cheap.
I'm gonna pull
Dirty
out
deeds.
I'm gonna pull out the bell.
Okay.
Let's take them away from her.
I'm still. If Gronkham's still walking forward, I'm still walking forward to the island.
All right. What are you gonna ring the bell?
Yep.
You move the bell. Oh, there's no bell that moves.
No, I assume we'll ring it the same way we did last time, since from my recollection it didn't have a clapper.
I feel it's just
You never
the
rang
cauldron.
it, only investigated.
No, we
Yeah, we
attempted
rang it
to
because
we
it
rang
sucked
it with,
souls to it.
Yes, but I have a feeling it's just like the cauldron. It lost its power as soon as we left the cave.
Well, it was
That's-
working outside.
You
the-
sucked the soul with your hand.
I did
We
call
rang the bell.
when we were trying to get the cauldron working. I rang the bell then, and Soul came down, but we didn't actually get the cauldron working with it.
And
Yeah, it did. They did ring it once in the cave.
was the hag still there though?
No,
That's
No.
after I banished her.
the only time that we got the bell was after the hag was removed from the plane.
Okay. Ring the bell.
Mm-hmm.
You see a little kind of floats down around you. Kind of swirls around you.
How many more are up there?
Hundreds.
This is gonna take a while.
There's one that come down.
Mhm.
Am I able to? I'm going to try to absorb it.
Right, roll a percentile die.
We still in the middle of the water.
Damn.
Oh,
That's a nat 1 on a percentile.
I've never actually seen that in a game.
Well, I mean, it's a 1% chance.
You go to touch it, and like the minute you touch it, it kind of changes colors and it shoots off and it flies away. They all kind of like turn different colors and look a little bit scared. I need
Maybe-
everyone to roll initiative.
Maybe not trying to suck them up, and instead just going with my plan of keeping them away from her.
Where am I at this point? Me and Gronkham are walking forward, I believe. My God, these initiative rolls.
Yeah, I had
I don't wanna
disadvantage
go
because I was
first.
going to take another shot at Lily, but disadvantage went onto my initiative.
So we have deft. So you guys can water walk currently, so I'm dropping you on the map.
Mm-hmm. I probably would have been ahead of all of them.
I'm just putting you guys there. You're not much further than you are because she started working with you pretty quick.
Okay.
Dave is gone. Bye, Dave.
Lost but never forgotten.
Now who is the computer gonna talk to?
Victoria. Alright. How many people can you cast water walk on?
10.
William and Mary. Alright, so just place yourself like within.
Just barely enough. There's
No,
nobody
not that
else.
far. Stay like within there. And you're 55 feet up, I'm assuming?
And do what?
I was just looking at. Are you? How high up are you?
Probably not too far.
So you guys can move yourselves around within there.
What's the blue square?
That's just
That's-
there. You can place yourself within.
The weirdness of children sinking in acid now.
Well, technically, no. The children are in the dome.
This map has such a great double name too.
I'm with Congram, so
All right.
yeah.
Deft, you in the air or on the water?
Oh, I'm walking.
As Lily flies up,
Can we get on the stones as we go?
yeah, you can step on the stones. All right. So Death, you're up. Nice one.
Anything happen when we step on the stone?
Hold on 1 second.
Koya still has prone on her too.
I'll fix that. Thank you.
AFK real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Declared. There she is. All right. Okay.
I don't like the fact that the name of this map is What Lies Beneath.
Death.
So we're going towards the island, I assume?
You hear coming from the top, from up around the sky where Lily was flying. You hear the sound of the pipe begin to play again. What do you want to do?
The pipe?
Yeah, she's playing a little pipe,
Oh, okay.
like a little flute. Sorry.
I'm just gonna keep moving forward. 5, 10, let's do 25. I don't want to go too far ahead. I'll do 30, and then I will ready an action in
Uh-huh.
case anything
What action?
threatening gets close. I am going to have my bow ready.
Okay. That brings us
Actually, you know what? I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
take the dodge action. That's it.
Okay. You take the dodge. Are you on the rock?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm back.
I'll go back.
It just glows while you're on it. Welcome.
Gronkham's gonna go ahead and just get to the island.
All right. As you approach the island, you watch as the air begins to spin more rapidly. And you see a circle of runes begin to appear in the sky around the island. I need you and Deft to make dexterity saves with advantage for you because you have danger sense. Not for Deft.
Oh, oof.
Does it start like 10 feet, 5 feet away from the island? Because I've got
You notice a little
40.
bit. So you'd be probably about here when you see it start to rapidly spin before it looks like something's about to happen, and you kind of brace.
Do I
said
not get
dex save?
advantage because of the
saves.
dodge action?
It doesn't actually give you advantage on dex saves, I don't.
Okay.
It just gives disadvantage.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not positive, but I think Deft may have passed that one.
So,
No,
I don't know.
Watch.
DC might be 30.
I know, geez, right? You watch as the runes kind of pull in and then push out with just this thunderous power You both do succeed. You only take, that is 5 points of lightning damage and 5 points of thunder damage. Gronkum, are you into lightning and thunder?
Negative.
All right, so you take a total of 10 damage because you resisted. Death, are you immune to any of those?
If it's an area effect, don't I take no damage? Because I succeeded.
They are not area. Oh, it is area of effect. So if he's evasion. You
No
take
damage.
No damage. No damage at all.
Deft
Gronkum, you are
is
also
so
pushed
nimble
back
and
10 feet.
Deft is so nimble and so quick that he dodged a lightning
As
bolt.
you're being pushed
sonic
back,
boom.
does he have
I'm
to
very
actually
cool.
walk on the water? If he falls on it, does he still float, or is it only if he's walking?
No, even if it gets pulled under, he'll start rising to the top at 60 foot around.
But does it protect him from the damage if he's rising up?
Say if target creature is submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 foot per round.
Doesn't really say
It does say though, if like for example, lava would still person would take damage from the heat. It does say that on the spell.
I'll say this. Just roll a graceful acrobatics ball check as you get pushed back to see if you can land back on your feet, or how you're a pretty dexterous barbarian. And he's an angry barbarian. Cool! You fall back. You elbow dips down. You do take a bit of damage. You take 11 points of acid damage. Ah! I need other 10 and a death here 10. Oop, there we go. Okay. So you saw the remainder of your movement from when you got knocked back. So I think you'd only gone like 20 feet, or I'm not 100% sure.
I've gone
Wait, why
30.
did you give me damage?
You went 30, got knocked back 10, so you have another 10, I think?
Correct.
All right, so you got another 10.
He took damage from the lightning bolt, the sonic boom, and then
No,
his elbow
I
dipped
took some
into.
damage. Why?
Oh, sorry. Forgot you.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, I was confused for a second.
Nope, you're good.
Thank you.
I just realized to grab wolf cart, not me.
Gronkum, as you start walking closer, you watch as the liquid begins to move.
Begins to move.
Uh-huh. In a couple of places. What you want to do? You still got your action, I think, right?
Correct.
Smash the rocks. Smash the rocks.
Move to the island, or did it throw you back?
It
It threw me back. I mean,
You do watch as it begins to spin, however, it is not recharged yet.
okay, well, okay, I'm gonna ready in action. If anything threatening comes within melee range, I'm gonna swing my greatsword.
Okay. That brings us to, not quite you yet there, Max, Ari, Troy, and Theris. Roll perception checks. Well, you two will start. Why not?
you know better.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Thank God, declare with the curse die. You guys are just looking forward, trying to like, what the hell is this now? Troy's like, look out! Max,
Yes.
you watch up. Some of the liquid lips up out of the water.
Oh, fuck me.
It kind of swirls up, and it just is going to lift up a big amount of this water and splash it at you.
Fuck.
Might actually be out of start range.
You're like, oh shit! And you duck out of the way. You're assuming this is a water elemental.
Actually, I was basing it on the fact that it's size large.
Wouldn't it be acid elemental?
Oh no, this is even more special. This is custom.
But
But it
this-
does miss you with its first attack. It's going to try and splash at you again.
Splishy splash.
This one's hitting. I can feel it.
That's
Yep.
a nat 19. That's a 26.
Yeah.
That is 19 points of acid damage. As it just lands it. Ah! And it just kind of swirls around.
Fuck me.
Guys, gotta be careful where you're running. Let's see. So that's its action. It's gonna sit there. And it's gonna swim back down underneath the water. It is currently not visible.
Dickhead.
There's. You guys kind of start to see little bits of water swirling around.
I'm gonna take my movement to that rock
Okay.
and ready my action that if that any of those creatures emerge, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at it.
All right. Not the gatekeeper's turn, but
Keeper comes to our rescue.
you broke him. He can't come anymore. Grunkum.
Obviously,
Out of the
still
water.
Sword Art Online.
Gonna kind of close in on you.
That one gets a
Try to
fire
splash you.
first.
Oh, that was gonna get the firebolt. Okay.
I'd assume.
Firebolt away. You see one pop up next to Grunkum.
Question.
Theros?
Nobel.
Uh-huh. What's up?
Do what?
One popped up is attacking Grunkum.
Sorry, I was grabbing some Ferrero Rocher chocolates.
Nice.
Ooh.
Grunkum!
Would
I
hit.
get to attack, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't I be able to get a melee attack off on the one that was next to me? With it entering and leaving my friend area, just possibly?
I'd let you get a swing. Hold on. I'll bring him up in a second. Alright.
Just let me know when.
And then he's going to take his 2 attacks to you. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. We'll take 2 attacks. First attack is a 22.
Oh god.
Do you have any defensive dodges or anything? I don't think so, right?
Nope.
That is 7 points of acid damage. Second attack, he tries to splash you. 21. That is 14 points of acid damage.
With the
Excellent
ready
move.
action, do I get to take both of my attacks or just
Just the one.
Yeah, because we kind of basically we gave an option at the beginning is if we let you do it, that's fine, but the enemy's going to do theirs all too, and we decided to just go with one.
Roger that?
Okay, so that brings the end of his turn, which brings us to a different friend. There's in front of you. You're seemingly alerted by your firebolt. You watch
Yay!
a different creature.
A spectral wall. Weird. Hey, hold on. Ravnica, what are you doing here?
And you watch as it kind of sees you. It's going to lunge out at you. That is a 12. That is a miss. And it kind of just swirls back around and remains there. Oh, hold on. You had one more.
Their plan was never to sacrifice
Go
Allie.
up here.
It was to replace Niv Mizzet.
I'm gonna go stand on top of a stone.
This one is going to go after Death. And it is going to. I need you to make a strength save.
Oh boy.
As this creature attempts to whelm you.
God damn!
So many 20s tonight.
Nice.
Let's see. Failure. Ooh. Wow. You're very lucky, my little friend.
Why, thank you, I know.
It tries to kind of wrap around you and trap you inside of it. However, so slippery. Boop. And because you have water walk, it pushes you out. It just kind of looks very, very angry at you. That's a cool fair.
Now it's my turn. I'm gonna head over to this rock over here.
Uh-huh.
I'll take 3 shots at Mr. Weird over here.
Seemingly very interested in Paris. Don't forget your -5 attack. There you go. Oh, you weren't far off either. Too bad. Passes right through it.
Oh!
Nice.
Woo! Okay, hold up. Let's see. Okay, roll your damage.
I remember this time to put my right on.
Damn ones.
Not bad. Where's the sum of it? Not quite as hard as you would have expected, but still pretty good.
So which part of that did it resist? The fire
Watch
or
it.
the...
Kind of struggles to keep its form. You gather it probably resisted your fire. Yep, just your fire.
Oh no, it was radiant. My bad.
Let's see. If you roll a 13, it probably did your piercing. Yeah, it's all it's resistant to your piercing, fire, bludgeoning, piercing, and then for magic damage, slashing. Yeah. Second or third one hits. And the fire.
Oh, it didn't add the 10. God damn it, I forgot that.
You can put a modifier of 10, redrag, undo the
I
damage, and redo the damage.
believe it would only be 5 regardless.
Oh.
I'll just add it. That is 5.
Doesn't specify what type of damage it is, though.
If it doesn't specify, it's the same type of damage as the primary attack. Same thing with sneak attack. So,
Got some good
Listen.
shots in there. Anything else?
I think that's about all I can do. Wait, hold on. These aren't undead at all, are they?
Hold on, I gotta roll these guys too. Are they undead? You would have no idea. Oh, do you have to use an ability, or do you? I mean, you don't gather they're undead regardless.
Okay, then it won't.
Probably some elemental type.
Yeah, it does. It's just bonus damage if they're undead.
I forgot to roll initiative for these boys. It should be initiative roll.
I can wish they're undead.
Sequoia.
All right, Sequoia's gonna run up her 30 feet, get here, and she's gonna start swing.
10,
Probably Warhammer.
20. Nice.
And William gets to go too. Oh, and Karen gets to go.
Techno.
Mm-hmm.
How does attack of opportunity work in 5e? 'Cause I always get the two mixed up
When
with.
you leave their effective combat range. So if they have like
Okay.
a 10-foot range, once you leave their 10-foot range, they swing you.
Okay.
If they-
Just double checking. Thank you.
It does take your reaction though, unless you have another ability.
Mhm.
Second attack. Oh, that hits. Cool. 2 damage. Great.
And then don't end your turn quite yet.
Okay.
Or number 4. You guys do see other creatures kind of moving around in the water. Together, you're drawing a lot of attention. But Kern gets to go. He rolled
Pew, pew.
higher. He is also going to be silly and do a bunch of sharpshooter shots because he's got nothing better to do. He's just step up on this and shoot the one.
He doesn't want to
If
be
it's
shown.
Patriot. No, he ain't getting shown up. Sharpshooter shot, although he doesn't have a magical weapon. And bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Pew, 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 pew.
Hunter Mark it. And oh wait, no, do not do that. Hunter Mark self. And first shot.
Nice.
That is a hit. That's a Hunter's Mark for me, not for him. That is a 4. All right. So that's Hunter's Mark. Damage. Hunter's Mark. Oh, nope. Too many Hunters. Sharpshooter and Sharpshooter. Okay. Sharpshooter dead. Alright, that is a total of 9 points of damage. Second shot. That hits.
Nice.
That was a sharpshooter there. 6 points of damage. William. You kind of look around. He's been over by you first. He probably would have been like on this little rock.
It's probably right here, so he keeps his dome.
Can't cast magic inside the dome.
Oh, he's in the
You
dome.
can cast it in the dome, but you just have to
It
stick
can't
the
leave
spell
the dome.
outside of the dome. Or I suppose you could lean out, cast it, remaining
Say, could he
partially
stick
in.
his hand outside of it?
Just you see a little tiny, pudgy baby hand stick out of the dome. Let's see. We'll just throw a firebolt. Since we used a lot of third pole slots.
Listen, because, I mean, we don't want the children on acid.
That's a hit. That is 9 points of damage. That's a good roll, too. It's looking pretty bad. It's barely able to keep its form. Alright, so that is the end of Takoya's turn. That brings us to Lily's turn. Lily, looking down, looks quite irritated with you guys. Is going to fly. And is going to fade again. Max.
Okay. I'm gonna move. What's it, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-ish to right here, which is skirting around the edge of it. So I do get advantage because it's a toy, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna first. I believe this is a bonus action. Yes. Okay. Good. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
This should be the itself. And I'm gonna swing at it. Scroll up now. Using my new sword. That obviously misses. Off to a good start, guys.
You're nervous.
Back.
Ah, that one hits.
Hit. And I'm not gonna smite. Not yet. Being smart.
13 points of damage.
Okay.
Apparently, it does not like your sword. As you swing, you actually notice the runes you've not noticed before glowed down the blade of your sword for the top half as you hit this creature.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
All right. More creatures continue to move.
I just forgot I had to roll at advantage. I'm returning. I forgot to roll at advantage.
Newen kind of looks up and
Been asked.
he
Sorry.
sees the storm. He's like, huh. And he watches
Light.
Newen's eyes begin to just glow with lightning energy. And he is going to cast Call Lightning.
Crackle zoom, crackle zoom, crackle zoom.
10-foot diameter. Which it is a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a 5 feet. Okay. In total distance, so yeah. He's taking control of the current storm. He doesn't even need to make his own. You watch as he calls down a bolt at the special well weird in front of Ferris. That is a fail. That is 19 points of lightning damage as you just watch its form just kind of destabilize and just burst in front of you.
Nice.
He did. Let's see. Oh, they're moving around the pool. Ari.
All right, Ari is going to fly up, kind of on an angle. Hey, call me if you need some firepower. I'm gonna continue trying to keep them in check. What kind of action would it be to ring the bell?
Would be an action.
Okay. I suppose I'll use my action for this round to ring said bell.
You start ringing the bell. They are still a little bit panicked. Roll a persuasion check. Advantage.
With advantage, I can do that for her.
They don't immediately come to you. Get the feeling they're still a little bit scared. However, they're fairly neutral. You do also kind of remember the bell specifically that you have is what enabled it to be absorbed. It's not actually the hag itself.
Alright.
So it's not a power they necessarily have. It's something enchanted to this item.
And ideally, that will not get used for that portion of it.
All right, and we'll pause for there for tonight.
So you said the bell allows someone to absorb the souls?
Basically, I'm guessing
That is what it allowed the hag to do. Whether you could get it,
I need the bell.
if you
no,
need the bell.
I will hit you with the bell before I
However, before we stop, at the top of the round, you have to roll another die. You guys just lose dragons all the time. At the end of the round, you watch as next to you, Grunkum, purple fire begins to swirl around rapidly. Right here. And you see a form appear.
A friendly form? Or a haggy form?
You see a familiar form. However, much smaller than you're used to seeing. Finally, long overdue, you see the form of a sword. Like, sorry I'm late, I had to borrow a ride from somebody else.
Where did we first meet you?
He realizes where he is. Like, oh god. He is going to use his action for his turn. Kind of gauging the situation. He looks over at the one by you, and you watch as he just kind of floats over across the top of the water. And he is going to shove his hand into the well defender. Like, not right now, buddy. That is a failure versus his spell save DC. That is banished.
I approve of his methods of floating across the water.
That creature is currently
Somewhere else.
And you just watch as the water drips from it, and he just kind of smiles at you. He's like, long time no see. And then we'll pick up there next week.
Can I just say, Deft is absolutely cheering, like losing his mind. The situation went from like really bad to maybe possible.
Now we got this.
Really
Especially
bad.
now.
We literally just killed
Really
one
bad.
of the enemies in one turn. It's just one enemy per turn.
Yeah, and
there's a lot of things moving in the water.
There's a lot down there.
The map name should tell you all you need to.
All friendly. Don't worry about it.
Dart, we all know we
Right.
should ignore 90% of what comes out of your mouth.
The one thing you do notice, though, after he takes his turn and after he kind of talks to you, you do notice he looks back over his shoulder at that hole. And then before he looks back at you guys. Seems
Yeah.
concerned.
Someone's got some splaining to do.
Yep,
Mm.
and we'll pick up there next week.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Death. You
So close to level 8. So close to level 8.
That's we all
Sorry,
done.
next week, I'm sure we'll get